What's up, y'all? It's Nels from Nels Vision TV. Now, today's topic, it might be slightly controversial. It might ruffle a couple feathers. But one thing you're going to learn about me is I don't mind ruffling a couple feathers. I'm never going to be disrespectful, but I'm going to ask the tough questions. And my tough question for today is, was Jesus pillow talking? And by pillow talking, we're going to get to it. Let's break down the Gospel of Mary. Now, when it comes to the Gospel of Mary, a lot of people believe that it was found in the Nag Hammadi Library in the year 1945, but actually it was found earlier in the Berlin Codex in the year 1896 in Cairo, Egypt. Now, most scholars date this text to be around mid to late 2nd century CE. This manuscript was around before the New Testament was ever combined to be the New Testament that we have today. So it was passed around to different Christian communities around that time, and it was taken serious. It was taken serious. So why aren't we reading it and taking it as serious, or at least looking at it from another point of view so we can see what other Christian communities at that time was believing? So let's take a deeper dive into it and let's see what's going on here, because it's some very interesting stuff in here that's going to have you thinking. So let's take a look. Now, the Gospel of Mary, it takes place in post-resurrection timing of when Jesus died, resurrected, came back, and things of that nature. So all of this is happening in post-resurrection. Now, all of the disciples were shook. They were shook. They were scared about what happened to Jesus, what's going to happen to them. They're thinking like, yo, listen, the way that they just took out Jesus, they're going to try to take us out. And we don't want that. So they're all scared. All of the disciples are shook, except for one, Mary. Now, Mary came to uplift her brothers. It said that she came and gave them all kisses and just showed them love and uplifted her fellow disciples. Now, that's powerful. That's powerful to see a woman come in a room of a bunch of grown men who are scared. That's interesting. It's something about this this feminine power that they don't want to celebrate nowadays, man. Seeing how this woman was strong enough, because look, she dealt with all the same stuff that they dealt with. She witnessed the same thing that they witnessed when it came to Jesus being punished, tortured, crucified. She was right there. So why wasn't she shook? And why were they shook? That's something to think about. Now, one thing to take notice of is when you're reading the Gospel of Mary, which I recommend that y'all do this. Don't just listen to me and just take what I say. Y'all read it for yourselves. Read it for yourselves. Now, it's different books y'all can get. I personally have the Nag Hammadi scriptures, even though it wasn't in the Nag Hammadi library. It's still in this book, oddly enough. But I also have another Gnostic scriptures back here, and I believe it's in that. But y'all can most definitely find it. It's easy to find, and y'all can take a look for yourselves. But it's cool because not only did Mary uplift the brothers, she led these brothers in talking about the teachings of the Savior. Now, when you're reading this, understand this. Whenever she's talking about Jesus, she calls him the Savior. And when she's talking about the Father, she calls it the good. So whenever you're reading it, when you see the good, she's meaning the Father. And when she says the Savior, she's meaning Jesus. Just so you know, that's different language, different writing styles, and things of that nature. So as Mary started to lead to talk about the gospel and what they're going to do for the future, Peter comes up to her and asks her, pretty much saying, what are some things that the Savior told you that he didn't tell us? Can you tell us these secrets? So Peter already knew that Mary and Jesus was like this. Now, I'm not going to imply anything, but there are other writings like in the Gospel of Philip, which, we're going to break down at some point. It implies that Jesus and Mary had a little thing going on. So, of course, he's going to tell her more things than he's going to tell the fellas. So, so Peter was upset. He said, hold on. Why should we believe you? And why would Jesus tell a woman all his secrets, or secrets that he didn't tell us? He's telling us one thing, but he's telling you all the deep stuff. Why is that? And then it gets interesting right here, y'all. Levi hops in. And Levi says, yo, Peter, hold on, Peter. You're so hot-headed. You're always hot-headed. And Peter was hot-headed. Don't y'all know the account when Peter cut the man's ear off? Peter was very hot-tempered, man. And it's cool seeing the connection between this and other stories that we see in the canon that we have right now. So we see it's not too far off from even personality traits that we see in this book. So here's where it gets cool, right? So it's kind of like it's an ongoing argument. And even Andrew came up. Andrew came in, and Andrew's saying these are strange teachings. He didn't teach us this. So now you have a divide. You have a divide in the disciples between Mary and Peter. And we know Peter was the leader of the church. That's what we was taught, right? Once Jesus left, like, yo, Peter, it's on you now, brother. Hold it down, right? But right here, we're seeing it's a disconnect. It's a disconnect because Mary is saying that the gospel is this way, but then we got Peter saying something else. So now we're seeing some type of conflict in the church. And this is something that we see now. We see people debating right now all the time. We see people debating. People always think that Christianity is such a straight and narrow thing. Nah, man, it's a history of arguing, fights, debates, trying to figure this out. But let's talk about some of these differences and what we might deem to be maybe contradictions from the Bible that we learn, from the canon that we have, to what Mary says Jesus was telling her. It's quite a few differences, and I think y'all gonna find it interesting. Now, one of the biggest, I guess you could say, contradictions or issues that Mary and Peter was having was this: what is sin? Now, we see in the New Testament that we have, sin is the transgression of the law, whatever that law might be. Now, here, this is what Mary is saying. Mary is saying that there is no sin. So it focuses on your inner growth and your spiritual growth and going against who you are at your nature, at your core. Once you go against that, the turmoil comes, and that's when sin comes. Now, that is completely different from what the typical Christian nowadays will see as what sin is. Now, this right here might go into what people might deem to be New Age, or you're your own God, and all this other stuff that people deem to, demonize. But it doesn't seem like they're too far off, huh? Well, according to the Gospel of Mary, it's a different outlook. So you're growing within yourself, and that's what's the most important. It's like Jesus was teaching her the more spiritual things and teaching the male disciples the more physical things. But why couldn't he tell Peter that? Was he pillow talking with Mary? Do you feel like he was closer to Mary, and that's why he was telling Mary all the deepest stuff that he wasn't telling anybody else? So one of the key things we're seeing right now in the Gospel of Mary is this, is that even when we're reading this, and when we see Levi hop in, when Peter's like, hey, hold on. How do we even believe you? And why would Jesus tell this woman this? And Levi popped up, and Levi's like, hey, man, like I said earlier, Peter, you're hot-headed, man. Calm down. And you know that he loved her more than he loved anybody else. So what did he mean by that? What did Levi mean by that when he said you know Jesus loved her more than he loved any of us. That seems like that's a very special kind of love right there. That seems like a man and a woman kind of love, a very natural love. So when he's dealing with this woman on such a tight-knit base, of course he's going to pillow talk. And by pillow talk, there's nothing disrespectful about that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're with your woman, you with your wife, y'all laying in bed doing y'all thing, whatever, you should be able to tell her whatever it is and pillow talk with her. That should be your best friend. That should be your best friend. And that just opens up so many other ideas from Yahweh and Asherah. I even see a connection with King Solomon and Queen Makeda. I see it. It's something about powerful characters that's in these biblical stories. It seems like, and this is my own personal outlook on it, it seems like they're trying to drown or trying to put them the light of how powerful or how impactful the feminine energy, you can say, is in these stories and in the biblical narrative. Now, this video is just going to be a little slight breakdown, a little summary of what the Gospel of Mary is all about. But I want to go deep into this. This is just part one. But I want to go deep. I want to go into issues with gender, political issues. Everything that we have now, I can see it right here in the Gospel of Mary. And I want to go deep into that, and we will. We will. But this video is most definitely a nice summary, a nice introduction to y'all. For those that haven't read the Gospel of Mary, I recommend y'all do it. It's a very short read. It's very short. So it's an easy read. It's easy to understand. You can get the one that they found in the Berlin Codex. Plus, you can also get the fragments that they found later on, too. But I'm going to leave y'all with this, too. I'm going to leave y'all with this. At the end of the Gospel of Mary, it said, after they said these things, they left to go teach the gospel. But they never came to an agreement which gospel was true. Was it Peter's or was it Mary's? Now, we all know that Peter's most definitely gained the most popularity over time, and that's the one that we know now. But which one was correct? Just because Peter's was the most popular at that time, for whatever reason it is, we have accounts that somebody who was very close with Jesus saying something different. And their idea of the gospel is different. Their idea of sin is different. Their idea of the spirit and the soul is different. So which one is right? So comment below. I want to see what y'all think about this. If y'all have read it, if y'all studied this, comment below. Let's all share information together. Like I said, I'm not here to teach anything to anybody. I'm just here to bring information so we can talk about it, we can build, we can have community, and we can learn together. I have no dog in this race or no horse in them. However that statement is, whatever that saying is, I don't care which is right. I just want to talk about it so we can figure this out together. All right, y'all. So this is Nels from Nels Vision TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, this is just an intro, and we're going to go deep into this. It's a lot of topics that I want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it. All right. Signing out. Peace.